Information Security Officer at Schools Insurance Authority. So talking a little bit more about my journey. I started my IT career back in 2006 as a network technician. I'm originally from Brazil, but I've been living here in the US since December 2017. My career was really laser focused on networking and wireless since 2006. And
Yeah, I
when
did
I
see your
moved,
LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is
yeah,
very impressive on that. Very impressive. I was a little mind blown right there, man. So much experience and so much network experience for sure.
yeah. I really love networking. I love dissecting protocols. I love traffic analysis. So this was something that I really enjoyed doing before I started my journey in cybersecurity, which happened the pivotal time when I decided to not to not fully transition, but starting to learn more about cybersecurity was back in January 2018. Right after I moved to the US, the CEO of the company that hired me, that I was working for, he wanted to create a cybersecurity division for the MSP. And
Mm.
he came up to me and said, "Hey, you want to build that with me?" And I said, "Let's do it." It took me a week to decide whether I was going to do it or not because it was going to be a lot of work, a lot of um, studying, a lot of things that would change my career. So after a week, I told him, "Hey, yes, let's do it." So I started building the cybersecurity division, building a cybersecurity program that we could offer to our clients. And I was the only one pretty much doing everything, of course, with the help of some of the team members and with the help of the CEO as well. But the majority of the work was done by me, where I was testing products, testing vendors, testing new tools, integrating it, ensuring that we would be able to offer the best security program to our clients. And starting in mid 2019, that's when we got our first client, our first managed security services client. And from that point on, we started growing. And then in late 2020, we hired someone else to help me out. And then in January 2021, we hired another person. And fast forwarding to July 2022, where we spun that cybersecurity division off of the MSP and created a MSSP company. And
Mm.
at that point, we already have a full SOC team. It was not 24/7, meaning there was not like people on checking alerts at 24/7, but our monitoring services and alerting was 24/7 all the time, until after a year and a half later, we were able to build after a year and a half later, we were able to build a full 24/7 SOC with people in front of the screen, watching for alerts, investigating, and all of that. And after that, I joined Schools Insurance Authority in April 2024. Um, I was hired to enhance and create a cybersecurity program for SAA, and also to create a cybersecurity program and optimize, implement, and all of those things for about 34 school districts that are member of our JPA, and JPA stands for Joint Powers Authority, uh, within our cyber insurance program, since we offer cyber insurance to those 34 school districts within the Sacramento area mostly.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I know you mentioned that El Grove is one of your biggest clients, right? Oak
Yeah,
Grove and
Elk
other
Grove is
people.
one of our clients,
Of course, I can tell.
and one of the biggest ones, of course. And
Hmm.
we also have El Dorado County Office of Education,
Mm.
Sacramento County Office of Education, and probably a 30 more school districts, which gives us a total of about 330,000
Oh shoot.
people, which
Yeah.
includes students, teachers, and staff.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing to have that, to just have that so much responsibility and building up your team and stuff like that. What I know that you're still in a transition to get your team and everything. Do you think that this transition is going to be happening pretty soon for to get your team, or is it still going to be a process that you're going for?
Yeah, it's going to be a process. I believe that if we execute our plan well and to make sure that we are successful within the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to be able to build a team of
Mm-hmm.
people, 20 SOC 24/7, with professional services as well, such as security and risk assessments and pen tests, and
Okay.
also virtual CISO services. Um,
So it's going to be
so
well established, huh? Well
yeah,
established with everything.
yes, that's the idea. Not only managed security services, but also professional services as well. A combination of those two things um, helps us to fully understand the cybersecurity overview of those of our members, but also
Okay.
gives us the opportunity to keep our members accountable and making sure that they are being watched as much as possible, and they security controls are being implemented well, and
Mm-hmm.
being optimized as much as we can.
Okay. Okay. I know you mentioned it because you had also a background of your of networking. Through this whole process, do you think you're gonna have any implementations or any teams that have like any network backgrounds or just most like cybersecurity backgrounds?
Well, in my opinion, whenever you're breaking into cybersecurity or whenever you are in cybersecurity, you must have some networking background and also systems background. So uh, anyone who is in cybersecurity nowadays and who we believe that has some experience and, and understand cybersecurity and how it works should have networking background, knowledge, full extensive knowledge on protocols,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, whenever you're digging deep into a investigation,
Uh-huh.
there will be times where knowledge of the protocol and how it works will be key to the success of that investigation. It's not only about the tools that we may have implemented and the combination and the orchestration of those tools and integrations as well, but also people who are behind the keyboard with knowledge of cybersecurity and knowledge of networking fundamentals and protocols. It will help to mix and get the best results of any investigation out there. So we don't relying on tools only. It's not a good idea.
Oh, okay, okay. So pretty much your whole journey it helped you through your networking. It pretty much transitioned to your cybersecurity role or CISO role, right? It was a
Yeah.
big it built up a lot of the foundation of it.
Yes, for sure. It helped me a lot because when you have knowledge in networking, you pretty much have also knowledge in network security. So that was one thing that I somewhat mastered when I jumped to the cybersecurity field. But everything else I had to learn, I had to study, I had to take certification exams, I had to take trainings, I read a lot of books. Uh, to fully understand. And also, I put myself out there. I was out of my comfort zone multiple times
Hmm.
to make sure that I can get the experience that I needed to not only um, build our cybersecurity program and then our cybersecurity division and then a cybersecurity company, but
Uh-huh.
also to have a intelligent conversation with people who are both technical and non-technical. And that's how I decided to move into a uh, leadership role. That because I thought that I could be useful with my technical knowledge and also with my non-technical approach on risk in cybersecurity.
Okay, okay. That's awesome. Awesome story.